Thank you, Leah, for making time meeting with me. As I was telling you, we are very proud to say that you are a really great member at Wize, and we appreciate you for engaging with all of us and all of our programs, trainings, resources, and everything. So we want to meet more people like you. And that's the reason why I wanted to ask you a couple of questions to get to know Leah and how Leah Hall came into the picture and how Wize has been in that journey. So first, I wanted to ask you, when did you start your business?
When I started my business, Player Hall started in October of 2005. I went out on my own in July 2004. So yeah, but then I joined with my business partner at the time in October 2005. So 18 odd years.
Yeah, that's quite a long way. So I'm curious, did you always know that you would have a firm or that you would be running a firm, or did it start by family inheritance, or like how did you decide to come up with Player Hall?
I don't know if I ever always thought that I'd have my own firm. I don't think I ever put that much thought into it because I was quite young. I fell pregnant and decided to quit my job and bought a computer and got a few clients from a bedroom in my house. That's how it started in July 2004. So, and a silly young person who thought I could control children was that she would sleep every 4 hours or whatever they're supposed to do, that she never did. And I booked clients around what her sleeping pattern was supposed to be. And all my clients still ask me, how's my little girl with all the hair? Because she had heaps of hair when she was born. And she's now 18 and still has a lot of hair, but doesn't quite look the same because she was always in my meetings because she never slept. That's pretty much how I started. And then so I was tiny, of course, and then I met an amazing lady called Kerry. I actually took one of her clients and we got chatting and built a relationship, and we ended up merging not long afterwards. So that was the beginning of Player Hall. So it was, let's just say 2005, October 2005.
So a very long way and a very exciting start. So that's a great story.
Silly start.
Yeah, I love it. So when you decided to join Wize, which was around a year and a half, something like that. So before that, what was something that was keeping you up at night, if anything, if there was anything, regarding your business? Like, were there any challenges you were facing that were kind of affecting your life or not making the business as likable as you wanted?
100%. So the business was going along fine, if we can say that. Again, business partner and myself, two staff, three staff, not many staff, but I was sick and tired of, sounds bad, but working so hard. I was sick and tired of doing everything. So we were doing really big hours and just doing everything from the ground all the way through to all the presentation meetings. I knew I wanted it to change. I approached my business partner to change. We had very different views on that, but we decided to go our own ways. And then very luckily, I heard about Wize actually through a colleague, another accountant locally. He had actually found you guys, and I was just having a little bit of a chat with him one day, and he was like, maybe just look these guys up. And I guess what I found is they just articulated everything that I didn't even know how to articulate. And I just, straight away in. And
that's perfect. So
it
saved your business partner and your relationship, kind of?
No, we still went our separate ways. So before I found Wize, we decided she's much older. She retired. So she ended up retiring, in June 2021. But I know that if I hadn't started Wize, so I started with Wize as we were still together in the March of 21. She left early July 21. If I hadn't have started with Wize, I wouldn't have, not that I'm happy exactly where I'm at right now, but I still would have been back where I was and just doing twice as much, because she would have walked out and I just would have picked up her load. So,
of course.
I know that.
I see that
for sure. If I wasn't with Wize, I wouldn't be any further ahead than I was before we separated the partnership.
That makes perfect sense, because it's an important step. Like, mindset is also a big game changer once you join Wize. So there's lots to learn, and of course business is going to be different. So I wanted to ask you, kind of related to that, Do you feel like there was a mindset shift once you started Wize?
Yeah, 100%.
In terms of management, how you thought about staff, like what was the biggest breakthrough?
Delegating.
Okay. Learn how to delegate.
Yeah, or just doing it. Just doing it. Like actually just delegating, just keeping reminding yourself it's going to take me longer now, but then I don't have to do it again. You know, just I feel like I've got a little Jamie on my shoulder half the time.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
I have one on each. Yeah, you have Ed and then Jamie.
Yeah. I think that's made I think that was probably the first biggest step, was just passing work to staff members and also training them up to talk to clients. Historically, only my business partner and I spoke to clients, and any staff sort of sat there in the background, whereas I've done a massive flip around on that.
That's awesome. And do you feel like you've stepped back from some divisions? Do you feel like you've stepped back from some work?
Yeah, still really, really, really busy, but I haven't processed a tax return, or I'd lie, I did my tax return on the weekend. I haven't processed client tax returns or financial statements this whole financial year. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's a start. That's a great thing. And you know that sometimes we talk about withdrawing from the business, like having a business that runs without you. Is there something that motivates you, excites you, scares you? Because that's valid also. Like, how do you feel about having a business that runs without you or partially without you?
I feel super excited and I just want to be there, but I'm still apprehensive and lost. I feel lost sometimes on how to get there. That's where I find those monthly master classes and things they're just good to bring you back in, as much as sometimes you're there thinking, I've heard this 100 times, but it just brings you back on track. And I always walk away with like a couple of pages of notes of things that I can then go and start doing, you know? So yeah, I think it just refocuses you.
Yeah, I think it's also like, it's not from one day to another. Of course, it's a process, but it's exciting to think about it. I know some people are scared of it because they love their business and it's like their baby. So I wouldn't be surprised if they say like, no, I don't want to withdraw. But if you see it as like getting back to a hobby or anything that you find exciting and that you no longer have time to do, or that you would have to completely be off of your business to be able to do it, like something that takes lots of time during your day or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's exciting to go back to that. Or just family. I think like something so simple to just wake up and stay in bed with kids and everything. So yeah,
just slow it down a bit, you know, not having to, or what did I say before, what I've done this morning, I've been up, I've gone to yoga, I've gone to the beach, and I'm at work at 8 o'clock, you know. It's really nice to maybe get up at 7 o'clock and do that, not at 5:30.
Yeah, I actually, that's pretty amazing.
Just little steps. So no, I feel like I've probably lost that detachment to say that I don't want to. I 100% want to be able to step back. I still think it's a pretty long journey. I gave myself, before I even met Wize, when I decided to keep the business, when my business partner retired, I gave myself 5 years to get it to a lifestyle that I was happy with. And I'm going to stick to that plan. So that's when I think if I haven't achieved anything, I'm like, 5 years is a decent amount of time. Just keep chugging away.
Yeah, and you're completely on track. Do you feel like you're on track with everything that you're learning?
Not really. I feel like I'm a bit slow, but hopefully,
But yeah, I think it does take time, but the idea is like to begin with the end in mind. Like Ed says, I find myself quoting Ed sometimes. Yes, I do. Yeah, I've watched so many videos. I do think like Ed's beginning with the end in mind. It's simply relatable.
Yeah, 100%. I have been guilty of saying that to clients as well. Now
that makes two of us.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, from what I said earlier, like I know that you go to the beach in the mornings now, but do you have any hobby that you like to, or any activity that you like to spend time on? I
like to be out on a boat or paddleboard. I like to be around the water, obviously. I think my draw card, when you say, you know, what's that thing that I'll do it, you know, when you can release yourself from the business, is I just would love to travel. Like even just within my own country, be it in a caravan or something, I'd just like to go away for a couple of months, not a week and be rushing around sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And if that means still you're jumping on a laptop into a meeting once a week to touch base, that's okay. but not be, I have to be at this desk ready to see clients day in and day out. I'm finding myself getting very, I'm having to dig deeper, for my patients.
That's
like, oh.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like patience is so important.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think as you get more time, you find more hobbies. My hobbies have been raising children and raising a business. That's pretty much what I've done for 18 years. So we'll see what's next.
Yeah, you raise parallel babies, like your kids and then your business at the same time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Congratulate yourself.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride.
That was my last question. And I thank you so much for joining me, for answering all these questions, for giving your opinion. I don't know if you wanted to share anything else that I didn't ask you, or that you felt like Wize changed for you and your mindset in your life, or anything that you would like to just like breakthrough moment, anything that you would like to share?
No, I was thinking when you asked me to do this, I'm like, oh, what am I going to say? Because I feel so inspired by so many people that are in those sessions, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel that I'm as inspiring as some of them that have just achieved so much, but still a lot to learn. I guess, just a journey. It's good just to have them there, be it the group, be it your own mentor, just to redirect you on the path, because we're all creatures of habit and fall backwards into old ways. So staffing is probably the other really big breakthrough they've helped me with, is just having that confidence to have staff, because we had myself, my partner, and 2 staff members for 13 years. And that was us. And so, in the 18 months, we've now got a team of, I'm starting my 10th on Monday, and lost a couple along the way there, just knowing they weren't the right people. So I guess it's been a lot happening.
Scary and exciting, but I wish you the best on that. And growing a team is always something that excites you, scares you, but I hope that it goes for the best always. And I also wanted to say something in regards to what you were saying, that sharing your time with so many people and so many other practice owners. I actually didn't know it was called like that, but the rule of 33%, I didn't know it was called like that, but I did feel something when I spend my time with people who know more than I do. And then with people who know less than you do, you can see people who don't have that many years into the business. They know less than you as Leah Hall, and you can see their journey and say like, hey, I was that person sometime. And that's also inspiring, because you look back and you see that you've come to this point, but you were there. So that's the fun thing about the groups.
True. Yeah, they are good. The group sessions are great.
But thank you again for sharing that. We really appreciate you. We really hope to get to more Leahs, because I think you inspire us. You make us be better for our business. So you see that we are good to go along with you, and that we can join you in your journey. So basically that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.